Hey everybody, today we're making acai bowls. Now these are delicious, you can buy them at the store already made, but what do you find? You find a lot of sugar in them, so watch out for that. Today we're going to be keeping it low sugar, low glycemic if we can. Fruits have enough sugar in them already, so we don't need to add too much sweetener. But the ingredients are endless. I mean, there's lots of different ways to make this. This is going to be a basic recipe for you, and then you can just build off of it, change things out. And I'm going to leave down in the description, a lot of ideas that you can use to substitute for nuts and fruits and milks and thickeners, whatever, sweeteners. So you can find it there, and this recipe will just get you started. I'm going to give you some basic tips on how to get the acai part nice, thick, and creamy, so that it doesn't turn out like soup, because if you don't do these things, that's what's going to happen. We don't want that. So I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm going to show you how to make it right after this. Before we get into our recipe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell right next to it so you don't miss any new videos coming out. And share and like our videos as well. That helps our channel to grow and share our delicious and healthy recipes with more people. So let's get into it. So here's what I'm using for toppings. I'm using some bananas, organic blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries, and some walnut pieces and some hemp hearts. Now, if you never had hemp hearts, they taste nutty and they have lots of protein. We have our acai puree packets here from Trader Joe's. Check out the sugar content in this. This is what you're looking for. 0 grams of sugar. And you also want to look at the ingredients. Just organic acai puree and some citric acid. It's important to use frozen blueberries, organic here, and frozen bananas. That'll make your acai very nice and thick and creamy. We'll need some full-fat coconut milk and some date paste. I have a video for you on how to make this. It's super easy and it's a wonderful sweetener for this recipe. So here's my first tip on making a good acai bowl. You gotta have a high-speed blender like a Vitamix or a Blendtec, and it needs to have, or you need to have, a plunger in your blender, so that, because we're going to be pushing our ingredients down, they're going to be frozen, and we're going to get into that tip as well because that's super important. But you need to have a nice high-speed blender to make a good one. So here's our second tip. Now, when you make your acai mixture, you want to make sure that everything, all the fruits that you're using, are frozen. That way your mixture will be nice and thick, so like a soft serve ice cream. So you want to break up your acai packet. You might have to leave it out for just a few minutes because it's rock solid and sometimes difficult to break. Now our bananas, I went ahead and sliced up a banana into good sized chunks. I use a couple of chunks in each one of my acai bowls, and you put it right in the freezer. I put it on some either wax paper or parchment paper and just stick it in the freezer until it's frozen, and then you can take it out and put it in a bag or Ziploc bag, and then you just always have them ready to go. So we'll start with our acai. We're going to pop that in our blender. Next goes our blueberries, and then the banana. Now I'm using my date paste. And I like using the date paste because it's already blended up and it doesn't take much to, get it broken down, as opposed to using, whole dates. So we'll put a couple scoops in there. Now remember, you can always vary how much sweetness that you want. Now, here comes our coconut. I'm using coconut milk, and you don't want to put too much because if you do, then you end up with, well, a runny acai bowl, and we don't want that. All right, I'm going to mix this up. And you want to go slow with this, and you want to add just a little bit of liquid, just enough just to get things moving. Now you want to take a taste, check it out, see if you need to add a little more sweetness to it or more liquid, but you want it nice and thick. That's nice and creamy. And you want to make it so that it's thick enough so that if you were to turn it over, I'm going to watch it here, it doesn't fall out. Nice and thick. Tip number 3 is to prepare all of your toppings before you blend up your acai mixture. That way there's no delay and you can serve your acai bowl up right away. Let me know what your ideas are for ingredients in an acai bowl, whether it be in the mixture or as a topping. Let me know down in the comments. I'd like to hear from you. All right, I'm going to give this a taste. I really like the acai. The banana makes it nice and creamy, and you want to have that in there, I think. It really just adds to it. The coconut milk is a little bit of sweetness as well. It's not overpowering. The flavor is, blueberries and just the right amount of sweetness, and you can certainly bump it up if you want to, but I think a couple of tablespoons or teaspoons of the date paste is perfect. If you're using whole dates, I would use maybe 3. Start with that and see how that goes. But yeah, overall this is really delicious and a great way to start your day. I hope you enjoyed our video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and of course leave me a comment. I always love to hear from you, and if you have any recipe requests, leave those down below as well. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.